beautiful people of the world, welcome back and a big warm welcome to you if you are new here. This is Lumiere Tarot and my name is Claire Summer. Before we get started, I want to thank my Lumies, my lovely subscribers all over the world. Thank you so much for being part of this family. And also I just quickly want to say, if you have any requests, please put them below this video and I will definitely consider them. If there's a pick a card reading that you would like to see me do, then let me know what that is, and I will try and get that done for you. Also, please check out my playlists as well. People quite often ask for a particular reading, but most of my readings are timeless, and I've got them all in playlists for you, so you can always check those out and see if there is anything there which resonates with you to give you, you know, some more information or clarity in your situation. All right. Okay, let's get on with the show. We have got 4 beautiful groups for you today. I will insert an overhead picture of the cards, both with and without crystals, so that you can choose in the way that feels best for you. You are welcome to pause the video to make your selection. Group 1 is the Amethyst Stalactite Slice. Group 2 is the Citrine Cluster. Group 3 is the Celestite Cluster, and group 4 is the Raw Rose Quartz Crystal. Okay, so make your selection, take a deep breath. I always ask that you choose from your intuition, because that will guide you as to which one will most resonate with you in your situation. All right, while you do that, I will just let you know that my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love, is now available through my website. You can read loads more information about it on there. Our community is absolutely loving it. It's changing people's lives. Perhaps it will change yours. So do check that out if it resonates. But otherwise, make your selection. Timestamps are in the description box as always, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 1. This is for everybody who picked the beautiful Amethyst Stalactite Slice. It's actually really glittery when I can see it through the light coming through my window, but I don't think you can quite pick that up. But it is a very beautiful and amazing piece of my collection. So yes, but let's find out who you are going to marry. I'm going to take a look at your tarot cards to begin with, and I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later on in the reading. All right, are you ready? Opening the card with the powerful Lover's energy. What a beautiful, I'm going to cry. What a beautiful opening to your reading for this group number 1. The first card I picked today. That is really lovely. Okay, we've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. Got the Tower, Knight of Wands, 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and closing your reading with the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is super interesting. So Leo's energy represented here, Gemini's energy as well, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, so that may resonate with you. Remember, we're looking at future energies today though. So this is a person who is your soulmate, or maybe even a twin flame. This is somebody who is absolutely destined to be in your life in this lifetime. I think it is really lovely. And what I'm hearing is this is like a match made in heaven, like you're 2 peas in a pod. You really complement each other is what I'm hearing from spirit. You're little mirrors of one another, so you just have you have a lot in common with this person in a way that matters, you know. So maybe you've got similar interests, or maybe you haven't got similar interests, but you've got like similar personality types, so just very complementary to one another. But also what I'm hearing is that this connection is blessed by spirit, so it's blessed by the heavens. So this is really, really lovely. It's like a sacred union, okay, between the divine masculine, the divine feminine, so in energies obviously. So that is really lovely. I feel like this person doesn't worry about very much, you know. They don't get caught up in, they don't let life get them down is what I'm hearing, and they're quite solutions focused, and they're easygoing is what I'm hearing from spirit. So they don't worry about life too much, you know. They don't get caught up in negativity or worries. They just kind of they're quite relaxed, and they trust in life to support them. Okay, so whereas other people might get really worked up about things, they're cool in a crisis, is what I'm hearing. And this is what I'm seeing here with this 8 of Swords in the reverse in the Tower. They're just cool in a crisis, which is really good. It means that they're really supportive. It's so windy. I'm really sorry if that's picking up on the camera. So, but it means that they're really supportive. It means that they've really got your back. It means that they're very solid in how they are, and they can just cope with whatever life throws at them, kind of, so nothing gets them down. I do feel that they have had to overcome some challenges in their life, in their past, but it's given them like a really strong character, and it's kind of made them who they are. Knight of Wands, this is a very passionate person. This is someone who's going to find you very attractive. You will find them very attractive, so this is really nice. I feel like they like outdoors pursuits, something like this. So maybe they like sports, maybe they like kayaking, getting out into nature, rock climbing, something like this, but they just like to be physical. They like physical sports and activities and things like this. So maybe they like swimming, or playing football, or just kind of getting out. It makes them feel alive. They like to be in a team with other people. They really like to travel as well. So it may be that they're quite well traveled, but they really like to go. They get a lot of stimulation from going to new places. So whereas some people, definitely an extrovert, right? Definitely an extrovert, but very sociable, really likes, you know, is the life and soul of the party, you know, isn't fazed by walking into a room of new people, you know, whereas some people might feel shy. They just love people. They're like a people person. They love people, and just being like, they're just not afraid of them. When they meet new people, they're just like, I want to know about you. Tell me, you know, share your story. Tell me who it is that you are, because I can learn something from everybody. They're like a good observer of people as well. So again, we've got this energy of them just kind of overcoming challenges. I feel like they're not interested in like gossip or what anybody else has to say about them. I feel like people have tried to hold them back in their life, you know, limit them in some way. This could be from their childhood, or it could just be in life that people have just tried to limit them about their own possibilities, and they've been able to overcome that, and it's not something that they've listened to. They've kind of just charged ahead with what it is that they want. I feel here, looking at these cards as well, I'm just getting a little message from Spirit that there may be a difficulty in your union, in you coming together, and this kind of actually happening in your marriage. There may be like a hiccup on the way to you coming into union. I don't want to worry you, but I just want to tell you, in case this is something that you experience. So there may be some sort of challenge, whatever that may be, that you face, but the person you're going to marry is going to be determined to get over this issue, this problem. There may be like an energy of you kind of nearly missing each other, or you just, you know, things not quite working out, but ultimately they have so much enthusiasm that they kind of want to overcome any challenges that they experience. They're just, and whatever happens is going to be successful. Look at this Wheel of Fortune. So this is an indication that the marriage will be a success, that this is a successful union for you both, that you can overcome any challenges to come to union with your person. Okay, so again, it's just indicated that this this match, this connection can be successful, or will be successful, right? And is favored, okay, and that it's fated. You know, the Lovers is always about a fated union, and the Wheel of Fortune is always about your fate as well. So I feel like when you get married, life will change a lot. I feel like they will change as a person a little bit, like being a husband or a wife will change them. I feel like they may be a little bit hot-headed sometimes. They're quite spontaneous, and they're very enthusiastic. So they'll get an idea in their head and they'll have to do it right now, okay? And then everybody else gets pulled into that, but everyone kind of gets on board with their enthusiasm as well. So, excuse me, which is really nice. So, you know, they can just, but I think that there may be a little bit of frustration there with them sometimes, because they're so enthusiastic and everybody else isn't quite as enthusiastic as they are about some things, or they want to do one thing 1 minute and then they want to do something else because they just love life so much. They may be a little bit hot-headed, but what I'm hearing is that, like, it's a storm in a teacup. They feel this intense frustration, you know, it makes them a little bit unbalanced, and then it just blows over because they're just not one to worry about things or to hold a grudge or to really hold on to energy. So it just kind of flows through them like the weather. So yes, I feel like this person is loving, that they're very playful. I feel like the love that they have for you will take them by surprise, very flirtatious, maybe not having quite as much emotional maturity as you do, but I think this is something that they have within them and that they will be able to develop. Okay, but yeah, romantic, lots of loving feelings there. I'm getting the word like soppy or something like this, just like quite affectionate, really affectionate, which is nice. They're a very patient person, they're a hard worker. I feel like they're not at the top of their career right now, but they're working towards it. They're diligent is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So they're diligent, they've got a goal, they're not lazy at all. They've got a goal and they're working towards it, and they're on the way to being successful with that. But they're patiently waiting for this love to come in. And when it does come, it's going to take them by surprise. So when they meet you. And then Ace of Swords, this is absolute clarity. They're going to know with certainty that you are the one for them. There's going to be no doubt in their mind with this Ace of Swords as the kind of closing card to your reading. So I feel like this indicates that they may use words or communication as part of their career. So this can often indicate, could be anything really. It could be legal, it could be a journalist, a writer, an author, a teacher. All of these are indicated with the Ace of Swords. So sorry about that, I just had to pause the video for a moment because there was a very noisy delivery truck outside. But yes, we were talking about the Ace of Swords. So the person you're going to marry is like a really good communicator. So I feel like they don't really like small talk, very intelligent, you know, well educated, and just a good communicator, able to kind of express their opinions. I feel what I'm hearing from spirits, they quite like politics and kind of discussing things like this. They like kind of discussing philosophical ideas and, you know, just stuff that they're interested in, things that they've read, about online or in the papers, and that they're always learning is what I am picking up on. Okay, let's take a look. I've got quite a few oracle cards today. This is going to be a long video, but I am enjoying it. We have the card Never Ending Story. This is a 37, which may be significant to you. Breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1. So I feel with this card that you may already know this person. Perhaps you've already been in a relationship with them. It could just be because you know each other at the soul level. So even in the 3D world, you don't know each other. I feel like perhaps you've been together in past lives, or you're connected in the 5D in some way. Like there's a spiritual, when we see the lovers, there's always a spiritual aspect to the connection. So I feel like they're going to feel very familiar to you when you meet them. So we have this card Never Ending Story because it is, you know, they've been part of your soul's journey. already. Wow. Okay, and then we have the card soul knowing. Okay, so it's like you recognize each other at the soul level, which I'm not surprised to see this card when we have the Lovers, because this is exactly the same energy of kind of recognizing each other at the soul level and knowing that you are part of the tapestry of each other's lives. Okay, so that's really nice. We have the card endings. So a red door may be significant to you. But I feel like what I'm getting from this is like as one door closes, another door opens. So it may be the case that you've given up all hope of love. It may be that you've given up all hope of finding this person, or maybe even being with this person. But I just feel like something has to end for this to begin. So perhaps there was another broken relationship which was quite painful, either in their past or in your past, or you know, there's also this energy, you know, that we were discussing with your tarot of you kind of nearly missing the boat, not quite being together, and then you're coming into union. So there's this sort of ending for things to begin. Could be the ending of your single life as you go through this door. I feel like there's going to be, looking at these cards, your life is going to change quite a lot when you get married. So this could be indicated with this, that you're going through this doorway into your married life. So your single life is ending and then your life is changing, you know, perhaps to go into family life or things like this. Or there may be a big change for you in that you change locations, or you have to move cities to be united. So expect a lot of change is what I'm hearing from Spirit, but it's all positive. Okay, we have the card Travel from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. So I feel like this person has traveled a lot, but also I feel like they may be from somewhere different from you. So they may be from a different city, they may be from miles and miles away, they may even be from a different country from you, or a different cultural background, something like this. So there's this indication of physical distance between you both. So, you know, it could start off as a long distance relationship before you get together. So, and that may be why, you know, things have to end. You know, that there's going to be so much change for you. All right. We have the card Versatility here. So this just indicates that they're you know, a problem solver, and that they're very versatile. You can put them into any situation and they will be able to kind of work it out. So they're not like set in their ways, they're not stuck in their ways. They really love their freedom, they really love challenges, they really rise to a challenge, and they love new things. They love to be stimulated by new things, new food, new culture, new places, new people. All right, so they're always on the lookout for kind of getting, you know, being nourished by new things, which is interesting. We have the card Goddess of Protection. So I feel like, oh, it says Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you believe what you believe you create. Okay, so regardless of whether this marriage is an organic match, someone that you've chosen yourself, or whether it is an arranged marriage, if you're in a part of the world where marriages are arranged, what you believe you create. So if you have a lot of fear around love and relationships and marriage, just like, who will I end up with? Will anyone ever love me? What's going to happen about the future? What if it ends up like my parents' marriage or somebody else? You know, don't give in to your fears is what Spirit is saying. You've got to keep your vibration high and positive, and expect positive things. Decide what kind of person it is that you want to be married to, what qualities and characteristics that you want, because the world is just a mirror of our internal world. So what we feel internally is reflected back out to us. So as our experience, so Spirit is really saying, you decide what you want, and then that's what you will get. Okay. We have the Animal Spirit card Horse, very beautiful, and it ties in so well with the energy of the Knight of Wands. You know, this is a card indicates that they're very supportive, right? That they've got your back, that they can carry you through life's challenges, that they can really be a good partner to you through life's difficulties and carry you through those. So again, it indicates them being very physical, liking their freedom, liking the outdoors, you know, getting a lot of nourishment from doing sports or practical things. So but also just very wise and intelligent as well. So, and very reliable, you know, someone that you can really rely on to have your back, to look after you, to be a rock in a stormy sea. Okay, and then we have the Spirit Animal card of Black Egg. This doesn't come out very often. This is very interesting, but the Black Egg is all about the truth. So it sort of echoes this Ace of Swords energy of them not really liking small talk, really liking to get to know people, being a deep thinker, you know, understanding things very well. And again, it's indicated that communication is a strong part of their life and perhaps their career. So again, a journalist, an author, a teacher, something like this. So but yeah, they definitely have this spiritual nature to them as well, with this Black Egg and this psychic protection, so they may be a little bit intuitive as well. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this extended reading today. Let me know how it resonates down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration. People in our community are loving them. It will help you to dissolve your blocks towards love and prosperity. So do check those out if they resonate with you. You don't need to be good at meditation. It's just an opportunity to bathe in positivity, you know. So yeah, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 2. This is for everybody who picked the beautiful little citrine cluster. If I can get it to focus for you. Can I? I don't know. It's very pretty, signifies abundance. Okay. Right, I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and I've got a bunch of oracle cards as well. I picked loads of cards for this reading. I'm super excited about it. So we'll look at the oracle cards a little bit later. Okay, this is interesting. So we have 5 of Pentacles to open your reading, King of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, the Hermit, 8 of Pentacles at the center of your reading, 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. So I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Leo's energy represented here in this reading. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, that may resonate with you. I feel like the person who you're going to marry has not come from the best background. So it may be that they've come from a poorer background, or you know, where they've been financial constraints or challenges in their childhood, which has created some struggle for them. I feel like there's something here that may not quite resonate. It may do, but it's just like they didn't have a very good or solid foundation. It's like they didn't have a very good father figure to help them. So maybe their father wasn't around, or maybe he was just emotionally absent and had his own stuff going on, but they didn't have a very good father role model. And I just feel the main thing that I'm getting is that the person you're going to marry didn't have a very grounded or solid or stable background or childhood. So perhaps they moved around a lot, or perhaps they didn't get their needs met. I'm getting this sense that they are different to other people in their family. So maybe you know, they don't resonate in the same way as their family, and this can you know, as other people in their family did. So which meant that they didn't have like very close family bonds, and they felt like they were a little bit of a changeling or an outsider. But Five of Wands in the reverse. I just feel like this is a really peaceful person. Like whatever it is, wherever they've come from, looking at this reading, it has given them great depth of character. It's made them who they are. They're determined to kind of get on in life, but they're a very peaceful person. And looking at this with the Five of Wands next to the Hermit, I feel like they're really connected to their higher self. What I'm hearing from Spirit is that they're an old soul. So, you know, they've done many lifetimes. They've, you know, gained a lot of wisdom. So this is someone who's like a wise person, an old soul, right? And which I think is really nice. But, you know, this indicates that they're not coming from their ego, so they're not easily triggered, they're not petty, they don't like to have arguments, they like a peaceful life, you know, they're like a peacemaker, they help people to get on with other people. So maybe they're a psychotherapist or a counselor, or just in the helping profession, something like this. But there's something about, I think they dislike conflict, is what I'm hearing. And they're just happy to be their own person. They're just like, I don't need any outside validation, you know, which is a very mature thing, you know, a very mature character. So I feel like they're more of an introvert than an extrovert. They get replenished in their own company. They need time to themselves to kind of regroup a little bit. They like to, I don't think they're antisocial or anything like that, but it's just like part of their nature. They're a deep thinker, right? So they don't just live on the surface of things, because like when people are newer souls, they tend to be more materialistic and just see life, the 3D world, and think that's all that there is, but they've got this more spiritual nature to them. Now, this person, Eight of Pentacles, is a hard worker. They may be a student, they may be studying towards something, they may be doing like, you know, additional or extended education, maybe studying for a doctorate or something like this. But this is a hard slog. This is something that is really tough. This is indicated that they're studying, when I see the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles like this, towards what it is that they're doing. But they are a hard worker. This is taking up a lot of their time, a lot of their emotional energy, a lot of their mental space. And this may be something that they're doing right now as you connect to this reading. It may be something that they're doing when you meet them. But they are extremely diligent, is what I'm hearing. Okay, they've got attention to detail. They've got like a lot of focus, a really strong attention span, and they will never give up. Ten of Swords. They just never give up on what it is that they want. So whatever it is that they've been through that has given them this beautiful depth of character, they are determined to make a beautiful life for themselves and their family, okay, and for you when you're married. So they want this. That I'm sensing that they're quite traditional. They really want to be married, they want to have a family, and they want to be able to kind of contribute or provide for that family, and or for their spouse, and they will absolutely never give up. So whatever life has thrown at them, or however difficult things are, they will not give up. You know, if life knocks them down, they get up and they keep going, okay? So they don't let life get them down, and they're a really hard worker. So we've got the Queen of Wands here, Three of Pentacles. I feel like they're definitely very enthusiastic about what it is that they do. I feel like they're a team player. They really get on with people. So even though they like this time to replenish in themselves, they get on really well with people. What I'm hearing is that they're very affable, right? So they're friendly. People want to know them. They're high vibrational. So people are kind of magnetically drawn to them. And I also think this is to do with them not having a lot of ego. So when you're kind of not too caught up in your ego like that, because they're this older soul, it makes them very approachable. People want to talk to them. People want to get their opinion because it's respected, right? But what I'm seeing here with this Queen of Wands to the Three of Pentacles, is that they're involved in some sort of passion project. So whatever it is that they do for a living, they're not doing it just to make bank. They're doing it because they are super passionate about it, and they are doing their dharma. They are doing their soul's work, what it is that they've been brought to this life to do, which means that they're very much in alignment. And you may have this in common with them, or it may be something that you can share with them or get on board with that brings you really close together, which is very nourishing. But it's definitely a passion project. They have a lot of ideas. I feel like whatever it is that they do, they have to be very innovative. Okay, this can indicate that they're a little bit of a daydreamer. I feel like they have quite a rich internal world where they have a lot going on in their mind, a lot of ideas. But I feel like whoever it is that they work with, or whatever job they do, they have to be very innovative, right? So they're having to come up with ideas, and people really respect that, and it's something that they want to work towards, okay? But they're very action focused as well, so they take a lot of action in their life. They're just like not lazy, they love life. They're able to create really good things in their life as well, which I think is really beautiful. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have the card Throat Chakra, Clarity, Goddess of Strength, Ancestors, Birth, the Animal Spirit card Elk, the Animal Spirit card Bat, and the card Truth Be Told from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Okay, this card is a 14, breaks down to a 5, so those numbers may be significant to you. We've got an open window, an owl, and a golden mask on this card as well, so they may be signs for you in you know, with your person when they come towards you. And like heart-shaped confetti as well. Now, let me take a sip of my tea. Gotta have my tea. What I'm finding super interesting is these cards. We've got the card Clarity, Goddess of Strength, Truth Be Told, and the Throat Chakra. So Throat Chakra is all about communication, right? It's all about speaking the truth, and we have Truth Be Told. And Goddess of Strength, this says stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. So this is somebody who has got a lot of integrity, okay? They're not just going to do something if someone just for money. It would just never even cross their mind. They've got a lot of integrity. This means that they are very well respected in their work, in their community. You will be able to really respect them. They're a very strong person, so they can be a rock for you in your life. You know, you will be able to count on them. They will be able to support you through life's ups and downs. But I just feel with all this to do with the throat chakra, to do with communication, to do with speaking the truth, this is somebody who, you know, they've got this integrity. And I feel like there's this element that maybe they do volunteer work, or there's some sort of humanitarian aspect to them. You know, we were talking about their work being a big passion for them, like a passion project, right? I just think it means they're a very well-rounded person. They're very balanced, very measured. You know, we were saying they don't like drama or conflict or things like this, but they've got these deep, deep roots. Which makes them very grounded and solid, and they've created this for themselves because they didn't have it in their childhood. But there's this element of them doing humanitarian work. This could be just something that they're interested in, or just some sort of work where they help other people. What I'm getting from this and these other cards is that there's some sort of, maybe a light worker. They may not resonate with it like that, but they're helping to bring in the new world, the new order of things. I feel like they're a really expansive thinker. They see the world in a way that other people don't. is what I'm picking up on. So they've got really good insight. They really understand people at a deep level. They get the measure of people very quickly, which is really lovely. They're a really, really good communicator, and communication may be part of their job, but communication is such an important part of like a successful relationship. So I feel like they're very articulate, you know, they bring a lot of clarity to things. But yeah, they really stand up for what they believe in, so sort of for issues. So maybe they're a humanitarian, you know, like a human rights lawyer, or maybe they work for a non-profit or something like this, but they're just kind of helping people out. What I'm seeing is that they help to people to rise up. They're helping to lift people up. They're helping people who are in a darker place or not so far on the journey, to kind of lift people out of difficult circumstances, or out of poverty, or out of limiting thinking, or out of challenging circumstances. And again, this could be a hobby, or it could be what they do for a living, but just a lovely person with a really strong soul purpose is what I'm hearing from Spirit right now. We have this Ancestors card with the beautiful roots going down on it. So again, this just indicates that they're an old soul. There are like a mountain range represented on this card, a crescent moon, and evergreen trees. So that may be a sign for you. But I feel like you're kind of divinely protected and guided on this journey towards one another. Like there are people in like the spiritual realm who are your ancestors, who are helping you into this union. So it's like you're being watched over and helped and guided to come into union with this person who's really special. They're like 1 in a million is what I'm hearing from Spirit. One, you know, someone that you can really treasure, and they will really treasure you. It's making me feel quite emotional. We have this card Birth with this beautiful new growth, new seed. This just indicates, it's a bit like the Ace of Pentacles. It's a beautiful opportunity to be able to grow something, because then we have this tree imagery with these roots on it. So what I'm seeing is this like starts off as this little embryonic thing, something quite small, and then it's got like long-term potential. So, you know, this says that it will be a successful connection with this long-term potential, that you can invest in one another and, you know, come together to really create something that can flourish, is what I'm hearing. So that is really lovely. And then these interesting, I can't pick them up. Let me get comfortable. Very interesting animal spirit cards of the bat and the elk. So in some cultures, bats are really maligned, I feel like in some parts of South America, that may be true, let me know, I don't know. I just saw a documentary once where they said that, you know, bats weren't particularly favoured, but I think they're really magical. So this represents like coming out of the darkness towards the light, towards the dawn. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. So again, it indicates that they've overcome these challenges, and it's made them, you know, given them that depth of character. And again, that they help other people to do that as well. They may be very intuitive, like I was saying, they really get the measure of people. They'll really be able to understand you, like you'll feel like you're deeply seen and heard when you're in their company with them. You know, when you're in their presence, you're just like, yes, this is someone who really gets me, who really understands me, who wants to connect to you at a deep level. So quite a sensitive person, in terms of like sensitive to other people's needs, and what they need to be happy, you know, someone who wants to make you happy. So that's interesting. And then the beautiful elk. Now the elk is such an amazing energy. It's the energy of like being grounded, of being solid. This is someone who is reliable. This is somebody who is stable. This is definitely somebody who is like a family person. Like maybe if they didn't come from the best family, they want to create a beautiful family. They will make an excellent mother or father, and be really committed and dedicated, and feel blessed by any sort of family you know, the family that they have of their own, which I think is really lovely. They make an excellent friend, you know, someone who's got your back, someone who's stable, someone that you can really rely on and talk to about things, and that when you talk to them you'll feel really understood, very gentle. All of these energies are just like indicate just like a very respectful, gentle person. They wouldn't hurt a fly is what I'm hearing. They're very community focused, right? So, you know, maybe they're into humanitarian issues or environmental issues, or you know, taking care of the oceans or Mother Gaia or something like this. So, or maybe all of these things. Just beautiful depth of spirit, depth of character, a wonderful friend, very loving, very loyal is what I'm hearing. And a deep connection as well. A very deep connection, which has, you know, beautiful potential for long-term growth, and someone that you can really feel like you can be yourself with, and together you help each other grow in the healthiest, most nourishing way. All of these cards feel really, really nourishing, especially with this like elk energy and this ancestor card. I'm just getting all these vibes of it just being really nourishing, like a beautiful, healthy, nourishing connection, which is what a marriage should be. So, like, not a challenging connection. Very beautiful. All right, let me know how this resonates down in the comments. I hope you have found this reading helpful. It's been my honor to read your cards today. I've loved spending this time with you. Thank you so much. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. It's all for coming into right alignment with your soulmate, your special person in this life. Even if, you know, maybe you wanna, you're looking for somebody organically, there's lots of amazing information in there for you. But even if your marriage is an arranged marriage, then obviously the success of that is based on your own vibration, who you call into your life, regardless of whether that is helped out by your family or whether it's someone you choose yourself. It's all determined by your own frequency. So this book will really help you either way. Do check that out if it resonates. But have a lovely week. You're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 3. This is a reading for everyone who picked the beautiful Celestite blue crystal. So lovely and calming and harmonious. I'm going to look at your tarot cards to begin with, and then I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later on in the reading. Okay, opening your reading with the beautiful Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups. Amazing, a lot of love here, and then another cups, Page of Cups, wow, and then the 6 of Cups. So 4 cards about emotions and love opening your reading. At the center we have the 3 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, Death in reverse, and the 6 of Swords. So I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy is here. As well as Gemini's energy as well. Okay, so this is a powerful opening to your reading with all these amazing cards. This is going to be a very deep connection with this person who you are marrying. There is going to be a lot of love in this marriage, a lot of love in this connection that you have for each other. This is a meeting of minds, but also a meeting of hearts and a meeting of souls. This is just like you're very complementary for one another. I feel like this is a sacred union with this 2 of Cups energy. This is just like a beautiful union or marriage with this 2 of Cups, and then the 6 of Cups represents a soulmate. So definitely someone who is, you know, possibly a twin flame, definitely a soulmate, someone who is woven into the tapestry of your life. You know, someone that you are destined to be with. I feel like it will be love at first sight, or that you really will recognize each other on the soul level. It is impossible for you not to with this energy. You will recognize each other on the soul level, which I think is really nice. I feel like this person is very emotionally intelligent. They may be a healer or in the healing profession. I feel like they are good fun, that they're very playful, that they make romantic gestures. You know, they know that that is an important part of a relationship, so they're kind of thoughtful. They may give nice little gifts or just be thoughtful. You know, they take time for their person, for their special person, who it is that they're married to, you know, have a date night or go out, or, you know, whether it's, or even if it's just like a date night at home, they just, you know, they make the time to do special things. Now with this Six of Cups, this could be somebody from your past who you already know, that you've met before. Maybe they may be connected to your family, you may have known them in the past. This could be a past life connection as well when I see these cards together. So yeah, very gentle person, very emotionally intelligent, and just like so much love for you. What I'm hearing from Spirit is they will just adore you, you know. So a powerful, I've never seen this combination before, ever. So much love here. You know, a beautiful depth of love, a beautiful deep connection. You know, it has that kind of spiritual element to it that many people search for. So it isn't like a marriage of convenience or you know, just about practicality. This is like love, and it has that spiritual connection to it as well, which I think is kind of just amazing, really. I feel like your person is waiting for you with this Three of Wands to the Four of Swords. They are waiting patiently. They won't settle for second best, is what I'm hearing. I feel like there's a little bit of divine timing involved in your union or in your meeting. I feel like they're holding out for, you know, this special union, and they kind of know in their heart of hearts, it may be that they were going to marry somebody else, or that they've met somebody else, or they've been in another relationship, but it's like they may not be able to articulate it, but deep down they know that there is someone special for them, and they are kind of waiting for that. They may not realize that that's what they're doing, but when you meet each other, if you haven't met each other already, then they're sort of waiting for you to come into their life to complete them, is what I'm hearing. I mean, remember, it isn't two halves that make a whole, it's two whole people that make a healthy relationship, but to kind of to enrich their life. So, and they are happy to do that because they won't settle for second best. They may not know in the 3D world that they're waiting for you, but spiritually their soul knows that they're waiting for you to come into alignment with one another. It may be that they're from overseas, it may be that they're from a completely different part of the country to you, or a different culture. This is indicated here with this Three of Wands energy. We've got the Four of Pentacles, so the Death in reverse. This is like they're holding on to you. So again, this could be a relationship that you've already had, or you're already in, or they're just holding on to the idea of what it is that they want, their ideal, what it is that they know is true for them, in their heart of hearts, right? So this is like a love, they're holding on to a love that never dies. So this could be because you've been together in many lifetimes. You are the only one for them. So they're holding on to this love that never dies with this Death in the reverse. And they're holding on to that idea, you know, of kind of not settling for second best. So again, with this Six of Swords, this does indicate that they're from different geographic locations to you, and that there may be a move involved for you to be together. I feel like they will move heaven and earth to be with you. I feel like you know, they sort of do a lot to kind of make this happen, to make this connection happen. Let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what we've got. We've got the oracle card Heart, Crown Chakra, the Animal Spirit card Cosmic Egg from the Wild Unknown Oracle deck, Animal Spirit deck. We have the card, whoops, they're all stuck together. Angel of Prayer. We have the card Take Risk. Gratitude. The card Happy Happy. And the Animal Spirit card Rabbit. So I feel like your person is a very happy soul, is what I'm hearing. This is a card 26, which breaks down to an 8. So that may be significant to you. It may be a sign. There is images of balloons, a hummingbird, and an egg on this card. So the egg is like, you know, the hatching out of possibilities as well. So they may be signs for you, but this is a very optimistic is what I'm hearing. This is an optimistic person. Their glass is half full. I feel like they just love life. They think it is brilliant. They think life is brilliant. They're very optimistic. So they just see life through these rose tinted glasses, and they like to laugh and joke. And just kind of enjoy life, you know. They like to dance and you know, just make a lot of jokes really, and people really appreciate their sense of humor because it puts other people at their ease because they're able to joke in this way. What I'm hearing is they don't take themselves too seriously as well, so they're not like burdened by ego. And don't take themselves too seriously. I feel this is beautiful. We've got Angel of Prayer. I feel like this may be a very devout person. They may be religious in some way, or have kind of some sort of spiritual practice, maybe meditation, maybe Buddhism, maybe just any sort of religion or something like this. Is very important to them. It gives them a lot of nourishment, it gives them a lot of strength, it gives them like a framework or guidance for their life. So they're quite devout in that way. So they've got this kind of spiritual aspect to them. It says, ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. So you are divinely supported and guided on this journey. All right. We have the card Gratitude from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. All my decks are linked in the description box if you ever see one that you like. But this is just, I'm just getting such a beautiful sense of them being just very grateful for life. They're grateful for the love that they have in their life. They're grateful for, you know, anybody's kindness. Some people are, how should I put it? I feel like modern life sets us up to be dissatisfied and to be jaded in a way. You know, everything that we're fed through the media and social media is always just like, you're not good enough, your life isn't good enough, your car isn't good enough, you're not a millionaire, you should probably try harder to sort that out, and that your happiness is outside of you. And they're just, this person is just very content, and it is such an unusual thing in our world now, just to be content, just to be able to see the richness. This person can see the richness in their own life. So they're grateful for the love that happens, they're grateful for the opportunities, they're grateful for what it is that they've got, their home, their partner, their family. I think their spiritual practice really helps them with this as well, and I just think it's just part of their nature. They've just got like a goodness within them. I definitely see that here as well with the Queen of Cups. So it's lovely. So it is indicated that they may be in the healing profession. Maybe they're a psychologist or a doctor or an alternative healer, or you know, a therapist in some way. That could be indicated. A pharmacist, something like this. But yeah, just so grateful for things. I just think it's so lovely. My grandfather, my beloved grandfather, who is now passed over into the great mystery, had that quality of just, his eyes just lit up all the time for whatever came his way. And he was very pleased for other people as well. And I'm getting this this lovely energy of that, you know, they don't get jealous, they're not competitive, they're just like, they want the world to be full of happy people because they know that that will make the world a better place. So very grateful and just happy about things. And this is so lovely. We have the crown chakra and the heart. This is the head and the heart represented here. I feel like with this crown chakra, you know, this is a spiritual union. You may be able to communicate with them in the 5D, you know, in a kind of, you know, through, you may have a psychic connection with them. This is often indicated, you know, with the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups here, you know, you are bound together energetically and spiritually, even when you're not together physically. So I feel like this person may be quite intuitive. You know, they get little messages about people, they understand people very well, they're very wise. Again, this spiritual nature, you know, that they have this connection to source, which makes them very grounded. You know, not everybody has access to that, so that's nice. We have this heart. This is just like, you know, like the Queen of Cups, Queen of Hearts, you know, Queen or King, it doesn't really matter, but just like heart chakra is open, they're emotionally intelligent, they're emotionally mature, they've got a lot of love to give, their cup is full, and so they've got this kind of overflow to give to other people, which makes them very kind of rich in that way. So they do everything from a heart-centered space, which is very nourishing. I feel like you'll really be able to connect with that. There is a bear on this card, so that may be like a spirit animal for you, and a butterfly, so that may be a sign for you as well. It may be that they're like a big bear or that they're cuddly like a teddy bear, you know, affectionate is what I'm hearing. So that is nice. We've got the animal spirit card of rabbit. So the rabbit energy can be like, they may be a little bit last minute, okay? They may leave everything to the last minute. Or be like a little bit scattered or disorganized in some way. It may be that they suffer from anxiety a little bit. You know, there are certain things that trigger them into feeling anxious about things. This does indicate that they're very sensitive, but yeah, they may be triggered into anxiety in particular situations which are sort of out of their comfort zone. It makes them feel a little bit anxious. It doesn't stop them from doing things, but they do feel that anxiety and worry. You know, they worry that they've said the wrong thing, which makes them very thoughtful, or you know, considerate, or you know, they're worried about the future or how things are going to turn out. So there's a little bit of fear there. We have the card Take Risk. So this is very much like the Fool energy in the tarot. It's a new beginning. It's about jumping in with both feet, of giving it a go. So whatever it is that they worry about, they don't let it hold them back. So maybe, you know, they're kind of really jumping into the unknown with this marriage, with this relationship, but they're prepared to give it a go. And have that experience, have that opportunity. So whatever it is that they worry about, even though they do worry about it, they don't let it hold them back, and it doesn't stop them from seizing opportunities when they come their way. Now we've got the image of mountain ranges and goats on this card, so that may be significant to you in your situation. And we have the beautiful spirit animal card, Cosmic Egg. This is very much like the World card in the tarot. It is the beginning and the end are all wrapped up into one, okay? And this is also just about the unity. It's a card of unity and the unity of all things. So this is spirit saying that you're already in each other's energetic frequency, you're already destined to be together, you're already connected to one another in the 5D, in the energetic world, and woven into each other's lives, okay? and that sort of psychic connection that you have. And again, this indicates that they've got that spiritual nature to them as well. And obviously a snake image and a rainbow as well represented on this card, so that may be a sign for you, so bear that in mind. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It's been my honor to read your cards. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me today, if you're still with me at the end of this reading. It's been so lovely. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. I have written it from the heart, regardless of whether you want to call that person into your life organically, or whether your marriage is arranged. Remember, whoever it is that comes into your life to marry you is a result of your own energetic frequency. So there's lots of powerful information in that book for calling that special person into union with you. So do check that out if it resonates. But otherwise, have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 4. This is for everybody who picked the beautiful rose quartz raw crystal, beautiful loving energy coming from this crystal. So I sense that the person you're going to marry is you know, got a beautiful loving heart and has that loving energy to share with you. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards to begin with, and then I've got some oracle cards that I've picked as well, so we can take a look at the messages there. Wow, a powerful opening to your reading with the sun followed by the moon, 7 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Fool energy as well. So let's take a look at this. I see Leo's energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Pisces. So quite a lot. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Those energies are represented here in your reading. May be significant. This is a powerful opening to your reading with the Sun and the Moon right back to back next to each other. It's interesting, isn't it? So this is telling me that the person that you're going to marry is your divine counterpart. So this is like the yin and the yang together, the divine masculine and the divine feminine represented here at the outcome of your reading. So you know, that indicates like a sacred union, and there's a lot of like repeating themes in these readings today for the collective. I find it very validating to see that. So, but yes, beautiful balanced energies between you both, like coming into union like this. So the masculine and the feminine. So very complementary is what I'm hearing. You really complement each other. Okay. So the summertime may be significant to you in this connection. You may get married in the summer, you may meet in the summer, so that may be indicated. You know, obviously we have this baby as well. The horse represents moving forward, and the baby represents family life, which I think is really nice. There's a psychic connection here with the moon card as well. So I feel like there's a lot of clarity coming in around this. I feel like things are hidden from you right now. Perhaps you've, you know, like never met this person or haven't heard of them. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is they really come out of the blue. So you're going to be like really illuminated by this. They're a very enthusiastic person, very happy. They enjoy life. They like to be outdoors with the sun on their skin. They like to go to the beach. This is what I'm picking up on. They do have this kind of psychic energy though as well. So they may be intuitive. They may call it gut instinct or something like this. But they're quite good at following their intuition or those little inner nudges or their gut instinct. They're just like, if it feels wrong to them, they may not even describe that or resonate with it, right, as being intuitive. But they're just like, if something feels off to them or it feels wrong, then they won't do it. And they sort of live their life like that. You know, they're guided in that way. So I feel like this person is very popular with the Seven of Cups. This is a popular person with lots and lots of friends. They really like to socialize. I feel like they could sort of have anyone as well, because what I'm hearing from Spirit is they're a bit of a catch. So they could have anyone. They've got options, but this person chooses you above all others, which is really nice. This is someone who is very successful. This relationship has beautiful long-term potential with this King of Pentacles energy. This really talks about the long term, all right? I call this the shit just got real card as well, you know, about kind of, you know, the practicalities, the realness of life. So there is love here, there is beautiful loving energy here, but also just about the practicalities, about them being able to meet your needs, about being able to provide, you know, for each other. So there is that ability, that capacity there. This is someone who's very mature. They've got a good job. Their career is very important to them. They may be a manager or in business, something like this. They may work in finance, do with a bank or financial advice, mortgage advising, something like this. But whatever it is, it's considered to be a very good job. But a lot of long-term potential with this person, for this marriage, for this relationship. So I think that is good. That is indicated here. This is someone who is really respected, who's very measured, and yeah, is just respected by other people, and takes their work very seriously. Now this is interesting because at the center of your reading we have the Three of Swords to the Five of Swords. I feel like your person who you're going to marry, and maybe that we're connecting into the energies of them right now, and this happens a lot, like in this moment, it may be that they're heartbroken, or it may be that they have been really badly hurt in the past. Maybe they had a broken relationship or a broken engagement or something like this, but they have been hurt in the past, or perhaps they've experienced a loss. It could be like the loss of someone that they loved very much, you know, in their life. But I just feel like they've just had this disappointment and this loss, and I can really feel it in my heart space that it's created a little bit of like a heart wall for them, so that they're not as able to connect to those loving feelings that they have in their heart space as they used to, because they're trying to protect themselves a little bit. They're sort of focused more on practical 3D worlds, things, and yeah, sort of practicalities, or their career, something like this, and they're not kind of looking for anything, they're not pursuing anything. It's kind of not really at the forefront of their mind to settle down or to have a relationship, and I feel that that is due to some sort of fear. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is there's going to be this process, a really beautiful process of them kind of thawing out to you. So maybe it's your energy, right, or your beautiful loving heart, which unlocks that. I'm getting like a lock and a key, which unlocks their heart, because maybe they've closed it off as a result of disappointment or loss in the past, and these challenges and difficulties, you know. So it's made them resistant with this Five of Swords to opening their heart again. It's making me kind of tear up a little bit. So they've got this resistance to opening their heart because they really, really fear rejection. They really fear getting hurt, and it's because they've been burned in the past. And that's at the center of their reading. But there's going to be this unlocking of their heart and this kind of thawing out and warming. So maybe to begin with they're a little bit distant or a little bit cold, and it isn't because they aren't loving or they don't have it within them. They're just resistant to love because of this pain. But look at this, Ace of Swords. They are able to cut through that. Okay, this is a card of healing. It is a card of being able to connect to their truth. Okay, maybe they just think to themselves, okay, that is in the past, I can leave that behind now, or just that healing process of being able to kind of leave that behind. This is like cutting through the crap, drawing a line in the sand and just going, that was in the past and I do not need to carry this with me as baggage as I go forward. So that is super healthy. You know, this is a card of kind of being able to overcome those inner demons and draw that line, cut that off, you know, cut that energy off and move forward with grace. So this is someone who's a very good communicator. This is someone who's very intelligent, right? Sorry, I'm just getting another message because we've opened this with expansive energy. So this is someone who's going to expand your life. This marriage will really help you to expand your life, you know, maybe in terms of your opportunities, maybe in terms of your depth of experience, maybe financially, okay? So there's this beautiful expansion that you experience as a result of being connected to this person. But back to this, they are very logical, they are very intelligent, they're well educated, they're articulate, you know, which goes hand in hand with them sort of being in business, something like this. They're very detail focused, detail orientated, okay? But they're cutting off this past energies, these past experiences, to be able to take this leap of faith into this beautiful new future. 10 of Pentacles to the Fool, so lovely. Taking a leap of faith, this Fool energy is a card of love, of renewal, right? Of being able to throw caution to the wind, of being able to jump into something with both feet. So eventually they won't be reluctant to do this. They will know with certainty that they want to go on this adventure of being married to you, and it will create a lot of long-term happiness. 10 of Pentacles, this is the energy of a happy family life. This is the energy of fulfillment, of meeting each other's needs, and you know, having your material needs met, being able to create a really solid foundation together and kind of going on that adventure together without you know, anything to hold you back or any fear. So I think it's good that they've had this experience, which has brought them a little bit lower because it's made them more emotionally mature, and then that's, you know, they're going to be able to bring that to this relationship. So I feel like if they hadn't have had that experience, then they wouldn't be ready to take this leap into a long-term commitment with you. All right. Hey, sorry, I just had to pause the video because my battery died. So I'm going to move from your tarot and into your oracle cards now. Let's take a look at those. We have the card Family, Healer, Angel of Psychic Ability, Hawk, Crocodile, Enjoyment, card Withdraw, and the card Exchanging Gifts. So this card is a number 27, which breaks down to a 9. So those numbers may be a sign for you. They may be significant. So I feel like this person is very generous. They love to give gifts. They give very thoughtful gifts. I feel like they will give you a significant gift before you get married, which you will treasure for the rest of your life. Which is really nice. There are images of a ballerina on here and a tabby cat, like a domestic cat, maybe that they prefer cats to dogs, but also they may be signs for you as well that you may want to look out for. We have this card Withdraw. So this indicates that energy that I was picking up on earlier with this Three of Swords, that perhaps your person is a little bit withdrawn from love at this time or when you meet them. So, and that they're not sort of looking for a relationship or looking for love right now. So it's like there's a little fox curled up here, and it's just like protecting its heart space, protecting itself, you know, just curled up from the world. So again, that energy is mirrored that we were talking about earlier. So, but a fox may be like a spirit animal for you as well in your situation. We have the card family, definitely a family person. They love their family, they've got a lot of extended family, they get on really well with their family. Because we've got these kind of constellations and stuff, so I see this like big family unit of them all connected to one another. They get a lot of nourishment from their family. I sense that their family are a lot of fun. I'm seeing like fireworks and things, so definitely like to party with them, and they always have a good time. They're very light-hearted, nice people, so that's really nice. And just that they're a family person, you know, it's something that they want for themselves, to be able to go forward and have a family or create a family, whether that's a family of having children or whether just creating like a soul tribe or having animals or something like this. They just I was saying that they're very sociable, they like to have a lot of people around them, they're always making social plans, they love to go to social gatherings, but their family is very important to them, and they are excited to have a family of their own, okay? We have the card enjoyment. There are images of clover on this card, so that may be a sign for you. It may be significant, but yeah, I feel like they're fun to be around. They like to have a lot of fun, they like to enjoy life, and you just think, well, who doesn't? But plenty of people don't, you know, plenty of people want to make this much harder than it actually is. So they have this, there's this sense of well-being that they have, and they're a lot of fun, so you're going to share a lot of like really enjoyable, lovely experiences together. And sort of enrich each other's lives. But it also says striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. So they just know, even though, you know, they've got this good job and stuff, they don't kind of push at life. They let life support them, they let life come to them. You know, some people are quite easygoing, and then you just see, and then life really works out really well for them, because they're sort of relaxed into their life experience. This is the energy that I'm picking up on here. We have the card healer. So they've got a healing energy about them. This has come up in a few of the readings for the collective today, which is very validating. So it may be the case that they are a healer, that they're in a healing profession, maybe a pharmacist, maybe a doctor, maybe a physiotherapist, an acupuncturist, any of these things where they're just helping people to heal physically, mentally, emotionally or spiritually. So that may be indicated that they've got like this sort of healing energy to them, okay? We have the card Angel of Psychic Ability. So I feel like you're able to connect with your person in the 5D, to share messages with one another. I feel like once you've connected with them, you'll be able to sort of share a lot with them like that. You'll be able to send telepathic messages, or that you'll really understand each other on a deep level. You're sort of it's like what I'm hearing and seeing is that you're like psychically connected, which means that it's a deep bond, and that is definitely indicated here because we open this reading with this powerful yin-yang energy of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So regardless of gender, all relationships have this balance of yin and yang energy in them to create attraction. So this indicates to me that there is a lot of attraction here. There's a lot of spark, and this is what you know, can carry you through the long term. So you can see how they're mirrored in the images in these cards, which is really lovely. So a rainbow in her aura is indicated here, so a rainbow may be a sign for you, and again this indicates that this is a very intuitive person. So but they may not consider them to be that way. They may just think of it as gut instinct or something like this, but they're led through life by what feels good to them. And if it doesn't feel good, they just don't do it. But that's their intuition, but they may not know that. Animal spirit card of crocodile. This indicates that they're an old soul, that they're very wise, that they're very intelligent, This is a patient person, so they're waiting for the right person to come along for them. This is someone who knows how to seize opportunities as well, because so much of being successful in life is the ability to be able to recognize an opportunity when it comes along. So many of us, and this has been me in the past, have been blind to opportunities that are right in front of our faces for solutions, for growth. But this is someone who is very savvy, business savvy, solutions focused, able to seize opportunities, and they're able to see where there are opportunities, right, where other people may not be able to see, where there is an opportunity to make money, or for growth, or to find a solution. This makes them kind of invaluable, right? And then we have the card, this beautiful spirit animal card of hawk. So this person has their eyes on the prize. The prize is you. So out of all these options that they've got in their life or with other people, their eyes are on the prize, and the prize is you. Now, this is amazing energy with the hawk. This is like soaring, you know, flying high, very successful, someone who's able to see the big picture. This is flying high on the wings of life, of going through life with grace and ease, like we were talking about with that enjoyment. You know, they don't strive and push, they just flow through life. There's a lot to learn from people like that, but ultimately this card is a messenger. So it may be that this person is a messenger in your life, that you're going to marry. They kind of have a message for your own spiritual growth that they bring with them to the marriage. Or it could be that you receive a lot of signs or kind of messages about your union, about your connection, before maybe you actually meet, or before it takes place. But obviously, also birds of prey and hawks in particular will be a sign for you that the spirit of the person you're going to marry is near, or that they're coming into your life. Or, you know, you can take it as a sign. If you see a hawk or a bird of prey at a significant moment, you can take that as a sign. But this is a winged messenger, like a spiritual messenger, a divine message is what I'm hearing coming in for you. All right, that's everything that I have for you in today's reading. It has been my honor to read your cards. I hope you have found it helpful in some way. Let me know how it resonates down in the comments. It's been so lovely spending this time with you. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations. People have been getting really amazing results. It's a beautiful opportunity to bathe in positivity and to raise your vibration. So there's lots there. I've written each one from the heart. You know, I've written them myself. So do check those out if they resonate with you and you feel like they might be able to help you. They've helped lots of other people in our community. So yeah, they're all linked in the description box. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots and lots of love for the future. Take good care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye.